2.
Hi, my name is John Mirasegan, and I'm the instructor for the Stretching and Flexibility in PNF course here at Somatherapy. This particular course is the second in a series of advanced deep tissue classes here at Somatherapy. We'll be starting next year in 2016. Once you've completed the deep tissue 2, then you will move on to stretching, flexibility, and PNF. As in deep tissue 2, you've already learned to isolate a particular muscle from origin insertion. And in stretching and flexibility, it's important to take that individual muscle and then learn how to stretch it. So when we know the actions of the muscle, we can then stretch the muscle. So our tibialis anterior, we know typically it does a couple of actions. And we usually like to call it flexes the foot. However, that is technically incorrect. In lay terms, it will flex. So if my body here will go ahead and flex your foot. That is what we call flexing the foot. However, that is incorrect. Technically, our tibialis anterior extends the ankle. And when it extends, the flexors are actually on the back. But when we're talking to our clients, we do need to use lay terms. So I am going to be using flex the foot, even though technically that is incorrect. So if you go ahead and flex the foot, as you can see, the tibialis anterior, it pops up. There's one other action though, go ahead and relax. There's one other action though that the tibialis anterior does. It comes down here and it connects on the base of the first metatarsal in the medial cuneiform. When it pulls on that, it will actually invert the ankle as well. So it does the combination of two actions. It's going to flex and invert at the same time. All right, so that is when we contract that muscle. So go ahead and do that. Give me a nice flex there. See it? Now it's really popping out. So there we have, and you can see the tendon coming right down here, down to the base of the first metatarsal. And go ahead and relax. And when we're trying to increase flexibility, or range of motion in a particular muscle, we're going to do a basic PNF technique. So we'll start with stretching. So basically we're going to do the opposite of the action. If we know it flexes and inverts, we're going to now plantar flex and evert. And now we have got a nice specific stretch of that anterior tibialis. All right? To do a basic PNF, like a tense and relax, now we're going to use the properties of what's called the muscle spindle cell. And we'll get into depth in that in the actual course. And we're going to use that property to actually increase our stretch rather than just doing a basic passive stretch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, I'm going to put in a full stretched position. And what I want you to do is I'm going to place my hand and I want you to press up against my hand. You're actually going to invert and try to flex the foot at the same time. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to press there. So go ahead and just at the ankle, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to relax. Take a deep cleansing breath. Exhale. Breathe in. And on her next exhale, I'm going to, now just stay relaxed, I'm going to stretch further. And that's the basic technique on how we increase flexibility in a particular muscle.